satin.
So I'm trying to stay.
Yeah, and well, we can always paint over it again, but it's just more work.
Yeah.
So if you maybe just get to that line first, and then I'll work on these, and then if we have enough paint, we can just do the whole thing. All right. Hello, everyone who is here already or watching this later. We're at the fort, which is a new location, and then Andrew Gamble and I are painting it today. We're painting some of the walls with chalkboard paint. We'll be able to write ideas and everything, almost any surface. And we already have some greens in here. It'll be darker green, and it'll also be a matte finish, soft and sort of swallow light. I'm going to kind of just set it up and over here, and probably won't be interacting too much with the chat because we really do need to get this done today. And if you might want to take it as an opportunity to have some ambient noise in the background while you work, or if you've been trying to get the energy to paint a wall at home, maybe it's the time to do it. So angle it, show it all. Okay, let's try not to smell this thing, but it's fine. It's great. I like that it's simply green on the wall already.
Yeah.
If you definitely needed more than 2 grains, but I just dropped the music to do this, so sorry. If you get it on the trim, it's okay. Something else.
It's weird. This gray looks like a purple.
Huh?
It's purple now.
Oh, really?
The gray. Look at it.
Well, it's gray primer, and it's designed to help be a background for darker colors. Make the light to the these are the full spectrum. Actually, I think I like the 1 and 2 coats. Yes. Good spots. It's so expensive that I don't want to buy more than 2 quarts, so I'm going to avoid it. $15 a quart.
I'll take this off.
$11 a quart. Let me show you what we've been doing today. Been working in the office. Put a bunch of primer on the walls because the walls are just bare wood. We've got several of them are replaced. They're all looking kind of like plywood. Hey everyone. So yeah, look. This is also primer. And paint it back to yellow, but it's going to be much sunshiny or yellow. It's all it's Bear's paint from Home Depot. It's up. You can see that color on the top there. I do like the color yellow in here, but wanted something a little bit more like sunshine. And it needed to be repainted anyway. There we go. Yeah, you can tell it's going to be 2 cuts.
Maybe not too thick on the next coat, though.
Yeah.
We probably will not use too much.
Well, worst comes to worst, I can go buy another quart of it.
Yeah.
We'd rather have to run Home Depot again. I like the color a lot. Oh, the dog? You just mentioned the dog. Yeah, they're like, you can smell it from like 10 feet away. I don't know. She mentioned that she needed to give them baths, but I guess she didn't have that's it. Here's a question. Actually, never mind. I know the answer. That's nice. I also have a dry erase me. So that I only want one. It was like $20 for it. They had magnetic primer. So you put it on a base coat, and then you can stick it to the walls. So I wonder how strong that is. I wonder how many coats you need.
So the magnetic primer?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ow. So Millie has chalkboard painting her room, and the thing is the whole wall, and I'm so excited. Because it's something I would have loved as a kid. Doesn't care at all. Has never, like, she writes a couple things down, like past. Yeah, imagine as a kid, like, there have been.
Strong walls.
Yeah, like every child's dream. And now that we have it, kids don't care.
No, always goes up.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, okay, so this is the end of this. And we have one more left. I'm going to find more. So yeah, I would go all the way to the end. I'll just find more.
Go all the way to here?
Yeah. And you don't have to go beyond that because I think it looks fine gray.
Okay.
There's no point painting that whenever you reach it.
Yeah, that's true. We'd have to pull this back out.
I would just try however you would keep it at a fairly straight line.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do here.
Maybe we should put masking tape on that. So if
Yeah.
you don't go all the way over there, I would give maybe like 6 inches. Do it. And then whenever I find more,
We'll
do a
take
strip.
it off. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll get to about right here, actually. About where you ended with Larry.
Yeah, we'll get that up there too. So this stuff is awesome, but it's pretty expensive. I should have gotten more.
Is the black more than the gray? Is the black chalkboard paint cost more?
I think it's about the same because it's all tingeable. So black was an option, It's called something else. It was, oh, here it is. Oh, I guess it wasn't black. It was coffee. Oh, moonstone. So those are the different color choices you can get in chalkboard paint, at least from Home Depot. $10 or $11 a quart. And then we put a gray primer down beforehand to help make it spread. But honestly, maybe getting like a paint primer and one, the color that you want. The paint primer one is kind of expensive, so I don't know that you'd be better off. Maybe you've got it in bulk.
Yeah, it's better in bulk. Or if you use it a lot.
I love paint and primer in one. It's my favorite.
You want me to go over the outlets?
Yeah, just lightly so they don't get full of paint. You know what's awesome?
What's up?
It's making me really happy. The place is starting to smell like my grandfather's wood shop.
Nice.
It's really like comforting, and it's funny how much you miss those like smells from childhood, and getting back is like a nice little treasure.
I you remember them. Takes you back.
Plus, it used to really stink in here before.
He's what?
It used to really stink in here when I first moved in.
Oh. Maybe it was just the dogs.
Actually, that really dirty dog smell is kind of comforting too. I used to hang out at my friend's grandparents' house, and they had like a ton of just dogs that had never been to the vet, you know.
Yeah.
They were really nice people.
Just like outdoor dogs, dude. Roaming the land.
Like way too many of them, all not spayed or ordered. I'm going to paint my eyes.
Yeah.
People are always like worried about VOC, and I'm just like dumping it into my orifices. Oh, we're running low. I think we'll at least get the first coat done if we're like careful about it. I guess I'll just buy 2 more. Yeah, so that's almost like twice the amount of regular paint, right? Or not quite twice the amount, but it's four quarts of a gallon.
Then we're having to put on there?
Yeah, no, as far as the pricing.
Oh, yeah.
So, I haven't noticed any ghost activity in here yet, but the property that we're on is apparently haunted.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's attached to the house next door they call it the Rock House.
Okay.
And it's like, hasn't been registered as historic, but it's like super old stone house from, which I don't know when it was built, sometime in the 1800s. But I guess that it used to be a dairy farm, and then before that, I think it was a plantation house. And it's right next to, like, over on the river, there's, I guess, a place where they used to hang people.
Yeah.
Like where the gallows used to be. And it used to be where the ferry, there was, like, a crossing area there. And so it's probably, like, a lot of people died here that were hanged in sort of in this property area.
That's awesome.
Well, and I guess the house is super haunted. I was talking to the woman who lives there, and they've had a lot of, like, incidents.
You should see the list.
I would like to, but she's a little bit protective. She's not happy with how it's decorated and doesn't want me to see it. Hey, thank you all for becoming fans. That's awesome. All we had to do is paint a wall and ignore you. Wow. It is appreciated. Yeah, so I guess her son is sensitive, and as a kid, he would see, like, he would talk to this, apparently there was a kid, or some of the kid he thought he was talking to in her house.
Yeah.
And then she's had a lot of, like, really negative charged feelings coming from this one, like, crawl space profit area.
It's the crawl space.
Well, it's by the dark and people. Ghosts and spiders like the same kind of environments.
Yeah, they are.
But I haven't noticed any ghosts yet here. But I've been talking to the walls just to see if, anything happens. I haven't been out here at night yet, though.
Ooh, maybe that's when all the stuff happens.
Right, because ghosts come out at night and they live in closets. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Be careful breathing over the outlets. I just felt a little like buzz. It wasn't strong, but it kind of. This one is sparks.
Okay.
Every time I click something, it sparks. As I was saying before, the space and how many things that are potentially harming is starting to, like, get me down a bit.
Now you have to add ghosts on top of that.
Hopefully there'll be no poltergeists or things that could actually interact with the physical world.
If you're,
So there's a lot of ways that
what if your carving starts moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever is the most interesting. We can go a little bit further.
I didn't know how far you
I just don't want it to be like just enough so we can do that later. And
Yeah. And get as close to the corner is awesome. No.
We'll use a brush probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Get another one out so we'll never get the white kills out of it. How are you guys doing? Staying busy? Hey, thanks, Tamika, for liking the green. I like it too. It's chalkboard paint. And I think I left all my chalk at the old fort because I left it for the chalkboard, so I'll have to get new chalk. Will there have to be multiple layers? Yeah, I think so. Like, you can kind of see the gray primer through it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll need to do at least maybe 2 coats and then maybe like some spot adjustments. Hello. Thank you all for becoming fans. If you are just doing that now. She's saying that the backyard area creeps around a lot.
Yeah?
And that's sort of towards
Is that
the race across, yeah,
Is that where the hangings?
out in that general direction.
Do you think maybe it's like just the history of it that's freaking her out?
Oh, just freaks her out.
Her own self?
I don't know, because this is something that she picked up early, and I guess that the guy who used to live there with her, he was a skeptic, and then now
He's not.
he's not, because he got followed around by footsteps
Ooh,
at the house.
that's interesting.
And also, everything was always happening around this, like, creepy closet.
A little crawl space.
Yes.
Did I ever tell you about the story? We had some crazy stuff happen at our house.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe he did.
Is that
Tell me it again.
After my grandparents died, or my grandpa, he
Hold on, maybe I should have switched back and hear you. We're going to tell ghost stories.
okay.
Just a second. Hey, can you guys hear us when we're across the room? Can you guys hear us when we're across the room telling ghost stories? Oh, thanks, the Sphinx 13, for the announcement. It's low. Okay, I'm going to move you guys a little closer because Andrew's about to tell a ghost story about his house. This is the one you grew up in?
Yeah.
All right, you might have to speak up for the crowd here.
All right. So, after my grandfather died, we like my mom would smell roses and everything. I smelled oil.
Oil and roses? That's a little bit different.
Well, he was a mechanic. So like he used to work with machinery. Like he's a farmer. And he worked on his own machine. So like oil for me.
Oh.
So one night we were driving and we both smelled roses. Like 3 of us smelled roses. And then one night I smelled oil. I don't know.
Who smelled like roses? Was it your grandmother?
Oh, my grandfather. He also had like an amazing garden. Like out near his stock tank is just full of like blue bonnets.
So stock tank, that's the thing I've only ever heard of in Texas. That's where like
Fish.
cows. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We always call it a stock tank, but we use it for fishing.
Okay.
So it's like stock full of fish, I guess.
Isn't that like kind of like cheating?
No, because you still had to try and catch them. So it was basically like a little man-made pond.
Okay.
And so he kept it like immaculate over there with like blue bonnets and wildflowers and all this and that. And he and my mom had a thing that they would always give each other, like, he would always give her a single rose like on her birthday and stuff like that.
Oh.
So that's where the
So
rose.
yeah, does it mean only spare one?
Yeah. Well,
For his daughter?
she was not the sound cocky, but she was his favorite. So, and she was,
I definitely sound cocky, what you're saying.
Well, we were kind of his favorite too.
Well, let's hope that none of your family members have seen this.
Yeah. But, well, she was the youngest, so she was at home longer than any of her other siblings. There's 5 of them. And, so after he died, she smelled roses, I smelled oil. And then, like over Halloween, she used to have this little pin that would blink. The eyes would blink on it. It was like a little Casper pin. It never worked. Like, it worked for about a year and then it stopped working. And then one day, my dad got up and he saw, like, it was blinking.
Casper?
Yeah, and he was like, oh, your Casper pin's blinking. And she went, that thing doesn't even have batteries in it.
Whoa.
And she turned it off and turned it on and it wouldn't work.
Was there any batteries in it?
No.
Oh, whoa.
And then,
that's cool.
when he was alive, he
It's a little bit on the nose, don't you think, then?
well, he used to play jokes on people.
Oh, okay.
And
So he thought it was hilarious.
he was a prank. He thought it was hilarious. He had big. When I was a, he thought it was hilarious, and I was terrified when he put this wig on. And there's a picture of me, with him wearing this really weird, like, black curly-haired wig, and me just bawling my eyes out. And he was laughing and having a grand old time with it. But, so that happened, and then she had something else that wasn't working, and it started working one day.
So you're just going around the house fixing old electronics?
Well, the creepiest one is...
I'm still listening. Meaning.
Yeah, the creepiest one is whenever there is late at night one night, and my mom woke up, and she thought I was in there, and so she was...
Wait, in where?
In their bedroom. And so she sat up real quick, and she called my name, and my dad woke up, and he said, who are you talking to? And turns out, like, nobody was in the room, but she totally saw me. And whenever we have some older pictures, and I kind of look like my grandfather did whenever he was younger.
Oh, so she saw a younger version of him.
So she thinks she saw...
How long was he in the house for?
We actually had a friend of ours who is kind of psychic come in, and he said that, like, my grandmother met him at the door, and she was embarrassed that he could see her.
Why was she embarrassed?
Just because he didn't really say. She just said that she felt embarrassed that he could see her for some reason.
She didn't have her face on, her ghosty?
Yeah, I guess so. And so, he went into, like, my room, and I have one of his fishing rods that he bought on a trip that he and my dad went on. And, so she was like, he's real excited, and he went out in the garage where his tools were, because we got all his tools. And he was like, oh, that he's really happy. He's, like, showing me his tools and stuff like that. And he said, well, he's getting ready to move on. And that my grandmother was still there, and that she wanted her wind chimes outside, all this and that. It's just
So she wasn't planning on leaving, the grandmother?
well, she died. She was killed in a car accident about 10 years after him.
So she was
still,
recent,
like, recent. And
tragic.
yeah. And he died of natural causes, just old age.
Was he going to miss her?
What's
Did
that?
the psychic ask any of these questions?
What's that?
Was he going to miss her if he moved on without her, though? Did the psychic ask?
Oh, I don't
Like,
know.
how are they going to do the long distance thing?
I don't know. He didn't ask. But he did say, like, he was getting ready to move on, and that he was, like, at peace with himself, I guess, and stuff like that, so.
So you just wanted to come and say bye to you?
Yeah, I guess so. So we had some kind of crazy stuff happen in our house after both of them died, so. I can't discount all the, like, spooky stuff that's been, like, just stories, because we had first-hand experience at weird stuff happening that we can't really explain, so.
Jeff saw something in our house recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're trying to mention it in the lake, so she didn't freak out.
Well, luckily...
He thought he saw Millie walking through the hallway. She was just in the shower. And she walked into the spare bedroom, which is where we've had the most weird
activity.
shit. Yeah. In the past, but it's been a long time since we've noticed anything.
Yeah,
Like, really, not very often.
we haven't noticed anything since, really. But yeah, no, the biggest thing was when she saw me, but I wasn't there. And my dad set up, and my mom was like, no.
Your dad doesn't seem like the type that would be like all into ghosts.
He's not. No.
Yeah, like he seems kind of practical. At least if I don't even talk to him very long, just a little bit.
Yeah, no, he's got a very grounded sense of self, I guess, or whatever you want to say. But he's and she was like, well, Andrew's right there, and he was like, oh, there's nobody in the room, and she said I turned around, I smiled at them, and then I walked out the door. And so I was like, no, unless I was sleepwalking, I was asleep.
Maybe you have a crazy twin that lives in the attic.
Maybe I do, and they never told me.
They totally forgot about him.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. Ugh. It's like so much dust today. Alright, almost done with this coat. And almost out of paint. Out of the way, dog.
So that was my creepy ghost story. It wasn't really creepy considering it was somebody that we knew and he just played jokes on us.
No, I mean, it's still creepy. They're so sad.
We had a friend of ours come over one time and we were telling him all these stories, and it was funny because it was really windy outside and the wind blew our porch door open and it slammed and it just freaked him out, and he was like, what the hell was that?
But that was wind, though, right?
Yeah. And so when he was going through and getting his doing his residency, he would come over and stay with us and just sleep for like hours, like days, really. And so one time we knew he was coming over, and so my sister had this talking Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh god.
And we were like,
that's already scary.
and we were like, let's see if this still works. Let's put batteries in it and see if it works. So we put batteries in it, and it started talking. And so when he got there, we made sure it was turned on. And
Left in his bedroom?
Yeah, we had told him about the sidekick coming in, and that he saw these things, and then we were waiting for the doll to say something, because in the room he was staying, and that's where we had it. That's where he said he saw my grandmother, and we were just sitting there, and the doll would not talk, and finally it said something. He was like, what the hell was that? And he was like, it's that doll, no, my fucking boyfriend. I'm like, no, it wasn't. What are you talking about? It's a doll. And about that time, he saw his mouth move, and he was like, yo, they're messing with me.
The one shot.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Conjuring?
No.
I love it. I want to watch it again soon. They're making a sequel, and I've kind of forgotten the
My trainer was actually talking about that with me today.
They made Annabelle as like a follow-up because it's sort of a doll.
Yeah.
It has like a free.
Yeah.
And it isn't nearly as good as Conjuring.
Yeah,
and I'm worried the sequel won't be as good either.
The guy he owns his gym with, he's real scared of scary movies. He can't stand them, so he's going to tell them that they're going to see The Nice Guys, but he's going to buy tickets.
See Conjuring too?
He's going to go see Conjuring too. He's going to see the show.
Ooh, dizzy. Maybe think of like a horror movie mashup.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of the classic scenes you remember for things like Poltergeist and Exorcist and things like that, but it's like reimagined in a new story.
The guy that came in to look at our house, he was telling us this story that he went to this like convention type thing, and I guess it was for psychics or something.
That would be really fun to go to.
And he sat down with this, I guess, I don't want to, yogi or something like that. Like a yogi or something like that.
Oh, like some kind of a Zen.
Yeah, so he was talking to him, and then all of a sudden, he started speaking Hindi. And he's from, like, not anywhere
Like
near there.
he was doing it, not the guy he was talking
Yeah,
to?
no. Like, my friend started speaking Hindi.
Was he on drugs at the time?
No. And his partner was there, and his partner was like, yeah, he doesn't know how to speak. He can barely speak good English, you know? And so apparently he was channeling this, like, yogi's teacher, and they were having this conversation. And, like, afterwards, like, he kind of came out of it, and he was like, what just happened? And they told him, and he was like, nuh-uh. And he didn't believe that had happened, but apparently he channeled this guy, a teacher. And,
do you want to have psychic abilities?
I don't know.
I just wouldn't want to like wake up in the moment knowing where dead bodies are.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that guy that's like, yeah, somebody just, I see dead people. They're outside the car.
Right.
You know?
Oh, man. I really want to show Millie Sixth Sense. Actually, I think she would like the movie, but it's too scary.
Yeah.
It's too scary. I remember like certain scenes. It's freaky.
The scene that always freaked me out was when she was underneath the bed.
Did you get that one?
Yeah. The girl who was Lisa Martin. She was like growing up under the bed or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Like under the blanket.
Yeah.
Because her stepmom was poisoning her or something.
Yeah.
It's a lovely conversation.
But,
my parents were hiking the Appalachian Trail, and I wanted something out of wood for them. Any good ideas, easy ideas, something small. Well, you could do, a walking stick would be probably more helpful. I know it's not small. Maybe do some kind of walking stick. You could use a Dremel. Be pretty fast. I would like to believe in ghosts, Mavis. I don't know that I really believe in ghosts. Like, I just want to. But, I hope they exist because that means there's something after.
what if it's not ghosts? What if we just move on to another plane of existence?
That would also be fun. I just don't want to be like, I hate it when people try to like atheists try to make you feel better. Like, well, you go and feed the other, whatever. It's like, I don't care about being fertilized or. Plus, I'm probably going to get cremated, so I'm not going to be that useful. My body is not used to it.
My friend said what she wanted to do was be planted by a tree so she could grow into something. And her husband said, well, I want to be chopped up and fed to wolves so they can go poop on the tree and make the tree grow. I was like, all right. So you want to be turned into fertilizer, essentially.
I don't really want to be eaten by wolves. No, that's better than getting eaten by worms.
That is very true. It's a little more epic.
It's prettier. I'd rather feed a wolf than a worm.
I told my friend, I was like, I want to go the Viking way. Just put me on a boat and set the boat on fire.
That's usually after you're dead, though.
Well, after I'm dead, yeah. That's all I want to be buried.
God, their socks smell so intensely.
The Viking burial.
So you want to go pollute some river somewhere?
Well, when you say it like that,
It'll have like a real lasting impact on the earth.
well, won't we all?
True. May not be remembered, but at least we did some damage.
Right?
We took out as much with this as we could. Alright, so it's worth trying to save these. Oh, with the brush, do you have anything with the there's a part over here between the conduits.
Oh, yeah.
Would you mind angling the laptop that direction?
Yeah.
This is probably all going to be torn out. let's just put it down and let's say goodbye to the chat and we can listen to music again.
Okay.
Maybe do that yellow wall.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It is 2:28.
Oh, shit. We're actually getting quite a lot done for the time we put into it.
Yeah. Well. It's funny because when we had the wedding in Hawaii, we had my buddy come and watch animals for us.
Okay.
So it's the same guy that wants me to pick out my wolf. And we came in one time and my TV was on. And that was
Just like by itself?
yeah, that was like when I was in. And it's funny because I had my timer set on my
So you're no longer wrestling?
No. I haven't been into wrestling since I was like 19. My buddy, I had my timer set on whenever wrestling would. And when he got there, he heard my TV on. And he goes into my room and he goes, "Grandpa, it's me, Chuck. I'm Andrew's friend. I'm not here to steal anything." And
But you had it set, like it wasn't like a ghost.
yeah, so like when he told me that, I went, "Oh, was it wrestling?" And he said, "Yeah." And I go, "Oh, he loves to watch wrestling." He really did. He loved to watch wrestling. And kind of freaked him out, and finally I was like, no, I had it set to where it would come on. It kind of freaked him out a little bit. So.
You're a great friend.
Aren't I?
All right, good. So, get back to this.
Thanks for hanging out while we painted some chalkboard paint. I'm going to turn it off now so you can listen to music while I paint the other room yellow. And I might tune in again tonight and chat with everyone, but I'm not sure yet. Depends on how much time there is. But thanks, and I will see you